Gamers, welcome in. Today we're going to be reacting to the Nintendo Switch 2 announcement. This video we're reacting to is by Mr. Maddie. I highly recommend you watch this video before you watch my reaction. This is, I have to warn you, a yap sesh. Okay, I talk way too much in these type of videos, so I apologize in advance. Again, like I said, I highly recommend you check out the original video. It'll be the first link in the description. Second link in the description will be a link to my Twitch stream if you would like to stop by sometime and catch me playing some games and doing some reacts. We'd love to have you. I go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. If you do enjoy this video, feel free to drop a like and a sub. And with all that being said, enjoy. All right, dude. So the Nintendo Switch 2 or the Nintendo Direct. Let's get into it. We're going to watch Mr. Maddie Plays. Chat. If you don't want to hear me yap over this, here you go. Here's Mr. Maddie's video. I highly recommend it. I love Mr. Maddie. You guys have watched me watch Mr. Maddie a bunch. He's one of my goats. And YouTube frogs, if you don't want to listen to me yap or you don't want to experience watching this with me, feel free to go watch the original video. And I highly recommend you subbing to Mr. Maddie. First link in the description. Second link will be the Twitch channel. Okay.
Everybody, it is Maddie here today. Hope you're all doing absolutely excellent. Hope you all also had a very wonderful Christmas morning because Santa Nintendo snuck in and left a couple of surprises in there, from brand new hardware we're going to talk about to very pricey video games that we'll also get into. But there's a lot in between all of that. A lot to be excited about, but definitely a lot to discuss, and how what Nintendo is doing will have an impact on the industry, no doubt. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here, welcome. If you're watching this after a million other Switch 2 videos, thank you for being here. I know like everyone's talking about it, so I just appreciate the time. Anyway,
I'm here to watch my goat, bro.
Got lots of thoughts, so let's just dive straight in. The Nintendo Switch 2 is launching June 5th for $449, or if you want Mario Kart World alongside it, it'll be 500 buckaroos. Not gonna lie, pretty pricey at the end of the day, obviously, but compared to where I was expecting it to land, like 500 plus, I was actually pleasantly surprised by this one. I thought for everything it's offering and how a lot of third-party games on it looked pretty good, I was surprised to see it was at least...
They about to have Cyberpunk on here? For real? See, dude, I didn't watch the Direct because it was in the morning time, and then I was like, well, I'll wait till I'm on stream to talk about this. So they had Cyberpunk in there? What else did they have in there? That's kind of fire. I got this messed up last night. I thought it was just 500. Yeah, so 450 and then 500 with Mario. So, I mean, I guess that's cool, because even if it was a $60 game, that would still be cool. They got Madden? Do they actually? Still gonna lurk? Though for the homie, yo, I appreciate you, Julian. You a freaking real one, bro.
On its own, you know, if you're not including Mario Kart, under the $500 price tag. So, I know everyone's financial situation.
What? Hollow Knight Silksong? Did they announced it? Damn, bro.
Situation is different, but when I saw this, I did not get the whiplash quite like the PS5 Pro. However, I think the trade-off is that because the hardware is in a spot where you can at least try to save up for it, it's definitely, you know, we're paying a different price on the software front, which does suck when you see how many compelling day one games.
I'm not gonna lie, might have to buy this, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm usually into like, I'm good, but like, yo, Mario and, oh, dude, taking these games, like, I was thinking about it more last night. I was like, yeah, to be able to like, just go sit on my porch and play a video game, especially if I start doing these more like video essay style videos that I want to do. Yeah, but you might as well go for the 500 one, because if you don't, Mario Kart will cost 80. See, that's what's making me mad about this, is Mario Kart costing $80. I understand inflation. I get it, dude. Like, I know that eventually they have to go up. It just makes me sad that Nintendo was the first to be like, oh yeah, we're upping our prices. Yeah, we're upping our prices for real.
Are going to be waiting for us. Now, the Switch one does come packed with a 1080p screen that they showed that can go up to 120 FPS. It has HDR support. The dock itself can produce 4K 60 imagery. Which,
damn!
I know Nintendo and technical standards are totally different from the rest of the industry, but
yeah,
was not expecting that. And again, a lot of the third-party stuff we saw, or Metroid Prime...
Did the Switch one have the Ethernet in the dock? I don't know, dude. My dock stopped working. Pause. A while ago, so I have it somewhere. GTA 6 Deluxe is gonna cost 100, I think. Oh yeah, probably. I'm gonna be honest. I hate the docks. Yes, they do. Oh damn, dude. I didn't even realize that, to be honest.
For looked really good. I was like, okay, the Stinky Switch moniker might fade away for a little bit of time. We'll see how things go. Longer, but not too bad. I was very pleased by that. There's 2 USB-C ports where one of them you can plug in that camera. I don't want to hear any of y'all who slandered the Xbox One and the spyware we called it. I don't want to hear anything about the Xbox One Kinect camera versus whatever the hell camera on a stand Nintendo's like green screen effects I've ever seen. But nonetheless, you can plug your camera in while it's in handheld mode if you'd like. There is 256 gigabytes of storage. You can use micro SDs to upgrade said storage.
That's awesome.
There is support for physical games. You can use the carts from your Nintendo Switch 1.
That's awesome.
However, they clarified on their website some of these are now game key cards. This is a bit alarming. I will definitely talk about this separately on Retro Rebound, but they did have cases, for example, like Wolfenstein on Switch, where it was online only, and you would just be buying a piece of paper.
But is it backwards compatible? Do we know? I'm sure Maddie will get into that, but like, do we know? Have you ever heard the complaints about new Discord UI change and cut out the middleman?
Go ahead and download the game, and that is kind of redundant. It doesn't seem this is the standard for every single Switch 2 game, but I think it eventually will be, especially based on the different...
I'm so sorry. I'm about to, while we do this, react and munch on some crackers because my stomach is starting to cramp up because I haven't eaten anything in a while. So sorry. It's the effects of streaming for 5.5 hours.
It's in pricing. Why is that? Well, we learned today that Mario Kart World goes up to $80 digitally, and reportedly the physical version is $90. And I mean, again, background speaks for itself. I love physical games. You know, we're talking like a $20 jump from where I was already kind of uncomfortable spending that much on physical, especially because a lot of the times they are exactly what Nintendo very transparently describes here is game key cards. They're product keys. Why do you think my Xbox One and Series X library on physical is so small? It's because, yeah, most times it's just product keys, and I would buy them physically, but it's a waste of plastic. It's a waste of space on my shelf. It could go to other games that are actually on disc. So yeah, it's disappointing. You know, the end of physical games is here, and it breaks my heart. But the weird thing that we're seeing here is I went, okay, $80 is the standard. No doubt that door is now open, and GTA 6 will blow it wide open. But Donkey Kong Bonanza was $70, and I thought that would be one they would charge $80 for. So I don't know how they're going to move this price tag up and down. I think the Galaxy Brain plan here, if I were to take a guess, is if you buy the Switch 2 with Mario Kart World packaged in, it's actually a $50 game. But if you want to go for it physically, guess what? It's almost double that price. So you may as well buy the bundle. So maybe Nintendo's trying to push more hardware, and I think the attachment rate for Mario Kart World is going to be absolutely insane. That's just my guess, because, again, even if you buy it digitally, it's $30 more than it would have been if you just coughed up an extra $50 when buying the hardware itself. So I think that's the plan here. I don't know, just a guess, but yeah, pretty expensive. We also saw upgrades to Switch Online. They're adding the GameCube library, as we talked about in yesterday's video, based on the FCC patent that we did find. And so yes, there will be also a GameCube controller alongside it, but I'm very excited about this.
I'm busting. I think, yeah. I'm actually so about to buy in. On this, dude. Oh my god, take my money, Nintendo. Oh my god. Does this mean we're gonna get like Mario Sunshine Island, right? Is that what it's called? That was one of the first games I ever played. 7-year-old me did not know what the fuck I was doing, but me now, we gonna turn up. That's the game that made me like fall in love with open world games. Yeah. Let me tell you why the game keycards do not matter and why people freaking out is stupid as hell. Discs these days do that anyways. When you pop in a Xbox disc or a PlayStation disc, it has a download, and that's just because the disc is a key that unlocks a download. So people freaking out at Nintendo for that shit is stupid as hell. Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. Because like people want to be able to physically collect, but I think it's just like the way that the market is going, it's sadly going away from physicals. And I love physical shit. Like I still have a huge collection of PS2 games and shit, but it's just like kind of like the sad world that we have to like just accept pretty much. I mean, there's nothing that anybody can really do, you know? Sunshine has been on the Switch in the 3D All-Stars collection. Are you dead ass? Mario Kart world seems so ass. Like, wow, open world Mario Kart. See, me personally, I'm like, that is awesome. I guess I am the target demographic. But Crid, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, yo, is that gonna be on here? That's on here. I'm fully bought in. Yo, let me get in that.
They're adding Wind Waker. They're adding Soul Calibur 2, F-Zero GX. They showed off
Dude,
some multiplayer.
I could finally experience all these games I didn't get to experience as a kid because they were too expensive and I was too broke. That'd be a W.
They also did tease upcoming games like Gale of Darkness, Coliseum. We have Luigi's Mansion, Mario Sunshine.
Amara_loves_Mara says this just in. Twitch streamer Christian TG92 starts sucking and bouncing on Nintendo's dick.
I'm sorry. Yo, you want me to ride Xbox's dick? You want me to ride Mr. Shut Down the Studio, use AI, motherfuckers? What is good, Waffles? What's up, twin? How's it going, bro? I hope it is, dude. If they got a Ty the Tasmanian Tiger in here, oh my god, dude.
Mario Strikers. That Fire Emblem game, by the way, super expensive. I remember seeing someone at PAX looking for it, and it's like hundreds
good, dude.
of dollars.
Hell yeah.
So, this is actually
good.
kind of a good
Hell
thing,
yeah.
but here's the thing, like, please let us buy these, especially if you are pushing us toward this sort of digital ecosystem. I don't want all of my classics.
Dude, you get it, Ami.
Subscription service. I don't mind if there's
true.
a current subscription service that gives you access to all of these. That's cool, but like I don't sometimes play all of these games, and I know that right now Switch Online is a pretty good, like $20 a year or something like that. So it's not the end of the world, but I would have.
I'm pretty sure it's 30 because it went through all my shit. And I had to be like, yo, I'm so sorry. I meant to cancel this. Could I get my money back? And they gave me my money back. So we're up. I know Valen is hyped for Pokemons they showed in that lineup of games. Is he actually? Is Valen a fucking Pokemon motherfucker? Dude, Ami, when I was like 11, dude, I was so addicted to that fucking game, bro. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2? Yeah. Dude, on the GameCube? Yeah. Valen hates Pokemon? What? Oh, what next? Does he fucking hate ice cream and happiness and sunny days? Like, what the hell? Does he hate chocolate? Like, what the fuck? No, I think we roll with that. I think we say a little birdie told us. Yeah, I think we say a little birdie told us. Also, Waffle, I'm doing amazing, bro. I'm doing amazing, brother. I really cannot complain. Yeah, dude. Just been chilling, been grinding a little bit, dude. Been trying some new stuff out. We've been locked in on the Slop channel and also the Patreon. Shameless plug, by the way, chat. Feel free to tap in on both of those. Yeah, bro. Life's been good. I moved again. Moved in with my girlfriend. Bought a house. Yeah. Same Waffles, right? I'm 95% sure. Obviously, why else? OMG, it's 3 a.m. Josie, up at the big 3 a.m. Yo, the witching hour. What the freaking Sigma, dude? Anyways, let's continue. Sorry.
Happily pay a little bit more to just have these games in my digital library rather than a subscription service. Like, I don't know why we can't do both, especially for pushing toward digital only. I want these games to be preserved in a way that's not just in some arbitrary subscription service. So rant's over, but now we get into the full list of games. Some of them will be rapid fire, in particular with the third-party stuff, but when it comes to the Nintendo stuff, the first one I want to talk about is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Man, I was so happy to see this. I know a lot of people are like, no 3D Mario, but as someone who grew up on Donkey Kong 64, I love that game. I know it hasn't aged well for a lot of people because like they have 1,000,001 different types
Your ankle
of
pain? Yeah, let me suck the ankle pain out of your ankle and put it into mine, goat.
In that game. So I get it, but this looks like just the Mario Odyssey treatment for Donkey Kong. I'm not crazy about the Donkey Kong. This looks like just the Mario Odyssey treatment.
Dude, what freak? Yo, freak on Donkey Kong, dude. That's me on Wiener, for real, though. You see the face he making with his tongue? That's me with Wiener, for real. Oh, God, slat.
Or Donkey Kong. I'm not crazy about the Donkey Kong redesign as a whole, but I am so excited for a new 3D Donkey Kong.
Being weird about it. I said I would suck it out, the pain out, dude.
Huge on 2D Donkey Kong.
I'm over there stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as hell. I'm a freak, man.
I specifically said out of your ankle so it wouldn't seem weird. I got you, twin.
Kind of like a preference thing, I think, based on where I was introduced and what I really loved about DK64. But to kind of bring that to the modern era, very, very excited about that. Mario Kart World, we already talked a bit about. They have like their traditional Grand Prix. They have like a knockout tour where you can drive from like one end of the country to the other. There's a free roam mode. You can free roam with friends. I hope there's like a really cool career mode tucked in here or something like that. Or the free mode has like little side missions.
That's amazing, Jake.
I don't know if it's just driving around the world, but there is some sort of open-endedness to it all that I'm very interested to learn more about. But it does seem like an actual evolution from what Mario Kart was doing before. So while I'm not the biggest kart racing head, I did play a lot of Mario Kart 8
Oh,
Deluxe.
man, dude. I can't wait for the yard this week, bro. Oh, it's about to be volatile. Oh, yeah. This is my Super Bowl chat right here.
So,
the yard after this Nintendo Direct. Oh, yeah. This is my Super Bowl.
I'll be there day one to try out Mario Kart World. Kirby Air Riders was a really pleasant surprise. I played very little Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube, but I know a lot of people love it. Seeing Sakurai directing it is exciting. At the same time, though, as like a Smash fan, I'm like, yeah, what's happening with Smash, though? I just, I hope that we're getting a new Smash game soon. I know replacing Smash Ultimate is going to be really difficult. Maybe the answer from Nintendo first is to do some sort of next-gen version, we'll call it, of Smash Ultimate. I don't know, but
Omar, you should eat chips.
I am still excited for Kirby Air Riders. I want to learn more about it. The biggest surprise, no doubt.
I saw part of this on Twitch, or not Twitch, on Twitter. I was like, AI draw Christian TG92 pregnant. Wrong chat. Yo, what are you asking Gronk to do, bro? What are you asking Gronk to do on X.com? What the hell?
Though, was Dusk Bloods, a game that we'll undoubtedly talk a lot about here on the channel. It is a From Software game. It is a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. It's coming out in 2026, and when I first saw it, I went, there's no way they got Bloodborne. There's no way they got Bloodborne, and it's not. But they had me in the first half. It's a multiplayer PvP.
Oh, never mind. I'm no longer interested. Never mind. I don't care. Multiplayer PvP Souls-like, I do not care. I mean, to be honest, I'm not the demo for Souls-likes. This look cool. If I was to buy the Switch, I might also buy this. But if it's a multiplayer, we haven't seen the new, what is the Night Song? Is that what it's called? What's the new one? It's supposed to be like the Elden Ring DLC. We haven't seen that yet. That's probably going to depend for me as an outsider looking in. Yeah, it's PvP. I mean, that's what you said. I don't know if it's 100% correct, but bro, this game looks like Bloodborne 1.5. Yeah, that's why I was excited for it, because Bloodborne, like, I love Bloodborne's aesthetics. I think I need to play Bloodborne so I can fully, appreciate it. Why do they have to kill it so horribly? Yeah, dude, I don't understand, bro. You can't be a bitch and like Soul-like games. FromSoft is the next Bethesda. No. Night Rain? Yeah, is that what it's called? I'm interested to see how that goes. I'm really wary of this because I feel like anytime that they make a game, like games like this, like PvP and multiplayer, just kind of, I mean, maybe I'm just hurt from, going from Knights of the Old Republic to the Old Republic. I mean, not that game isn't great now, but
they had me in the first half. It's a multiplayer PvPvE FromSoft game.
Oh, wait. Did you say PvPvE?
The first half, it's a multiplayer PvPvE FromSoft game. And so I'm kind of in that window right now as we speak where, based on what I played with Night Rain, I was like, you know what? This is just great game design. It's not exactly what I want all the time from Software, but I can get down with this. To see back-to-back games from them being multiplayer,
Invaders,
I understand why
basically.
some may be a little bit uneasy about that direction. However, I'm going to keep an open mind because, again, what I played of Night Rain was awesome.
Yeah, I'll try and keep an open mind, bro. Go for it, dude. I mean, here's the thing. Souls-like fans like it. That's awesome, dude. That's all that matters. Souls-like enjoyers like it. That's all that matters, dude. Fuck whatever I have to say, honestly. Whatever I think, whatever I have to say.
And I am very excited for the full release of that game. That said, would I be more out of my seat if this was a From Software title that was a successor to Bloodborne and it was a single-player title? Absolutely. Still, I think the output from Software is commendable. Most teams, after they release Elden Ring, disappear and don't release something for another 6 years.
I mean, do we think that they're just waiting for the next PlayStation for another Bloodborne entry? Like, what's up with that? Like, clearly so many people love Bloodborne, and I feel like there is so many people now that just like from hearing about Bloodborne for so long about how amazing it is, they would also buy it. So like, what's up with that? Why do they hate Bloodborne so much seemingly? Does anyone know? Like, can somebody fill me in on the lore here? And it's odd though, because that's like a PvE battle royale thing, I think. Yeah, I'll be interested to see that. Like, I want to like see a release and see people's thoughts and stuff before I spend money on it. Because I bought Elden Ring and I was absolutely horrible at it. And I'm trying so hard to get into a Souls like I need to just like go into it and be like, I'm gonna get the shit beat out of me for so long. I'm gonna be so bad. It's because Sony owns Bloodborne, not FromSoft. Oh, Sony owns the Bloodborne rights, I think, and they don't think it last word. Oh, it worth it? It's worth it? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I like that I've seen a lot of From Software since Elden Ring, more than ever, actually. And all of their games have intrigued me or excited me. So From Software, Duskbloods, definitely interested because Bloodborne is my favorite FromSoft title. So I'll at least be trying it out. But I want to learn more about why it's multiplayer, what's going on here, because there was just a lot of like dodge rolling in empty rooms.
60% of this trailer is just characters doing poses in cool looking environments. LMAO, Dan.
Understanding of what the game was, quite like Night Rain, where I was out of my seat getting hyped because I could tell immediately what it was. Like, to be frank, I did think at first it was like a battle royale game. So not a good first impression in that regard, but I want to learn more. No doubt.
Going on with this dude with the
Hyrule Warriors
jetpack?
gets a new entry in Age of Imprisonment. It's the story leading into Tears of the Kingdom that's coming out winter 2025. It looks like a normal Warriors game, which is a big deal if you're the Switch. I bought, I think, Age of Calamity is what it was called, the second Hyrule Warriors game on Switch. That thing barely ran, man. So just to see that this was running all right, looking all right, that's a victory in the stinky Switch era. Welcome Tour was also shown off. It's a kind of Astrobot coded game, in my opinion, not in the actual style of game it is, but more so in the, we're going to make a game out of the hardware. It's kind of interesting because you don't see, I feel, Nintendo often just take a direct page out of another console provider's playbook. But yeah, this is very Astrobot inspired. Like, we're going to make mini games based.
Boo, welcome tour. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. It's so bad that even Jacksepticeye in his latest playthrough of it was literally Sony, whatever I have to do to get this going, tell me, let's make this happen. That's real. Boo, paid manual, boo. Oh, good morning. Thank you so much for watching this far into the video. If you've gotten this far and you haven't already, be sure to drop a like and a sub. And if you really do enjoy your stay, like I said in the beginning of this video, feel free to stop by a Twitch stream. First link in the description. Enjoy the rest of the video. I appreciate you. Is that a thing? You're kidding me.
Of our Joy-Cons and that sort of stuff. And so looks like a fun time. It is a paid digital only game, so it's not packaged in for free like Astrobot was, which is a bit of a shame. Another weird surprise was Drag X Drive to show off the mouse support on Switch 2. And so it's a game where you're in a wheelchair playing basketball, and it looks kind of fun. Coming out summer 2025. Definitely out of anything Switch related, this was probably the one I was least excited about, but otherwise a ton of third party. We saw Elden Ring is coming, Hades 2, Street Fighter 6 alongside all of its DLC fighters, Daemon X Machina is getting a sequel, it looks like, coming out September 7th. Split Fiction is arriving day one on Switch 2. Sports games like EA Sports FC, Madden, WWE.
What? Dude, well, okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing for me, chat, right now. This is awesome. In a perfect world, I would love a Switch 2, and I'd love to be able to play Madden, and we could play Elden Ring and Cyberpunk on there, and, well, maybe not Elden Ring because I'm horrible at Souls-likes. Maybe, you know, whatever. Like, that's awesome. That'd be great in the perfect world. But do I have, like, almost $900 probably to spend on all the games that I want to play and the system? No, dude. No. Like, I don't have that. And fucking Madden, of course, is going to be... They're probably gonna be like, oh, everybody else is doing 80? Yeah, let's do 80. Oh yeah, I'd love to play Madden and NCAA on my fucking Switch and be able to take it wherever. But like, dude, what the I'm not gonna be able to afford that, like, realistically. Sorry, dude. Motherfuckers can barely afford eggs and shit, man. You really think they're gonna be able to spend fucking $80 on each and every game? Like, I guess so, but like, fuck.
NBA 2K are all lining up to drop on the Switch at some point.
Nintendo is so anti-consumer. I feel that, dude. Yeah, they went from Wii Sports to pay tech demo, fall from grace. Yeah, Welcome Tour is a paid manual of what everything does, dude. In a perfect world, this would be $200 max. Yeah, I feel that, dude. I wish. Gone are those days, though, dude. Gone are those days. Wait, what am I even saying? Wasn't the fucking PlayStation 3 at launch like $600 fucking dollars?
Hogleg will be there. Tony Hawk with a SpongeBob level tease will be there. That's really exciting. Hitman and James Bond are going to be on the Switch. I wish we got...
Again, if you're not a brokey like me, this is amazing. This is so cool. But I'm fucking broke, so I will not be indulging in this, sadly. I don't think any of this.
A little bit more of James Bond.
I'll stick with my PC and Steam sales.
To know what this game is going to be, because I think of it almost like a mixture of what you get in Hitman as well as like more action-oriented sequences. But again, we'll see.
I played 2 games, so I'm good.
Default Remastered. That's arriving June 5th, day 1 for the console. Yakuza 0 Director's Cut is arriving day 1. I've been wanting to play Yakuza 0, so I don't know where I'm going to squeeze that in, but I will be hopefully.
Yeah, dude, this is a game that I want to play as well soon. And the price of the Switch 2 will probably go up from what they advertised. Because tariffs, oh, we're cooked. We're cooked, boys, we're cooked. I bought like 3 games in the past 5 years. Really? Dude, see, I'm a goblin, bro. I'll be like, oh, that game looks cool. Bye. Oh, Humble Bundle, gotta say, oh, yeah, I could probably play one of these. I think it should be 200 because that's just never possible. But I think around 400 is good. It's pretty much like a portable PS4 Pro, I think I've seen. Oh, yeah. No. Like, realistically, yeah, maybe 400 if they could pull off 400. But, like, in a perfect, like, you know, imaginary, like, woohoo world, $200 is where it's at.
Went out. Deltarune Chapters 3+4. I want y'all to inform me on this one because I
like, if you can bring your PC everywhere, then it isn't special. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could just get a Steam Deck, you know? Steam Deck. I think that's probably what I would do with my money, realistically. Yeah, in a perfect world, houses would be like 1K. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. But yeah, Steam Deck is probably where I would go, honestly. Like, I love this. Like, the idea of this. But again, just for me, I'm way too broke. And honestly, I probably wouldn't never even buy a Steam Deck, to be honest with you. Unless I get, like, you know, I start making more money or some shit, you know? Yeah, I'm just a brokey, so this is not for me.
Tale a lot, and I know nothing about Deltarune. Is this like the finale of the story? Or is this just like... Because when I saw chapters, that's what kind of got me out of it. So is this something that I should check out now, or should I just keep waiting until it's done? Is it
battery
done?
life? Yeah.
That's day 1, and I know a lot of people are going to be very excited about that. Borderlands 4 will be on Switch 2. Civ 7 will be on Switch 2. Cyberpunk 2077
That's
will be on
cool.
Switch 2, although we barely saw that during the stream itself because the stream, at least Nintendo stream, did break. Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate is going to be on Switch 2. Announced before Xbox. Very surprising. Very surprising, although it's been rumored for Xbox for a while. We also learned a bit about next-gen updates. Mario Party Jamboree getting some new modes. Camera support coming July 24th.
This is horrifying.
And Tears of the Kingdom are getting enhanced resolution. Zelda Notes on the Nintendo app, which basically is like a GPS device, except it's in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Really strange. But Kirby and the Forgotten Land getting a Star Cross-World Story expansion. Metroid Prime 4 getting 4K 60 on Switch as a quality mode. And the performance mode also looks really good. Goes up to 120 FPS.
Wait, is this game out on the Switch already, or is this dropping on the Switch too?
Pokemon Legends ZA. They described it as improved resolution and frame rate. Didn't provide any numbers, though. I wonder why.
Malin's so stoked for this.
I'm going to be buying the game day 1 because I love the Legend series. I thought Arceus was really good, like at least on a game design and sort of fun factor front. Visually, though, awful. And that's something that Legend ZA shares. And for them to say it's improved resolution and frame rate, it's like, yeah, I can't tell. So don't give me numbers because we all know it's empty numbers at the end of the day. So it's good to see that there are going to be next-gen updates for the Switch 2 games.
Yeah.
That was a pleasant surprise that they were going to take advantage of that. Unfortunately, the main game I wanted to see get that, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, did not. So I will continue to wait to finish that game until Nintendo maybe upgrades it. But after like 30+ million sales, maybe they see no reason to. So that was all that was there. Pretty good show, but what was missing, and I think that's why I felt a little empty stepping out of it because I was excited for new hardware. It's really soon. There's a lot of really compelling software for me, at least. And again, all of it exciting, but some very particular Maddie things, the things, of course, that I was most excited about were not there. One being...
I said this yesterday while we were in call all together, kind of talking about like some of the stuff that they said at the Direct. I think if Nintendo, I know like being first to the punch is good and everything, but if they just waited until Xbox or PlayStation like announced their next line that are going to be like, you know, $600-700, maybe even like, you know, we don't know, maybe $800, maybe I'm just pulling that out of my ass, like totally whatever, but like they could be up in that range, like 600 at least range, then this would look way less intense. Like, I feel like for some people, it's kind of like System Shock, like, with the game, it's $500, but like, in reality, this is going to be probably like $100-200 cheaper than all the other consoles. So if they had just waited like a little bit until then, a little bit, quote unquote, you know, but waited until then, I think it would make more sense. But also I understand like they have games that they want to release. They want to catch it before the curve. And that's probably a small number of people that are going to be like so shocked by a $500 announcement, you know? I'm more excited for Pokemon Champions. Hell yeah. I don't know shit about that, but hell yeah. People are 100% more into this. If there was an Animal Crossing announcement, yeah. Yeah, dude, an Animal Crossing announcement would have fucking this out of the park, bro.
Being the release date of Pokemon Legends ZA and Prime 4. Out of everything I talked about in the Switch 2 lineup, excluding Donkey Kong Bonanza, these were the two I am most excited about. I know we just saw them in the last Direct and we got windows for them, but I thought they would be firmed up here. Like, yeah, they're day one. Or, yeah, we'll see you within like a month or two. I don't know. I was just very surprised there was no date put on those. So that was pretty disappointing.
Is this what all the Pokemon games look like now, by the way?
For me, but... again, it's because those are the games I'm most looking forward to playing on my Switch 2, and I thought they would be kind of launch window games. Final Fantasy IX Remake not being there really stung. I'm like, why did the website go up this week if there was no announcement? I mean, it's inevitable, but like, when's it going to be now? This is bugging the hell out of me because I really...
It's pissing me off. Are we allowed to send links? Yeah, the bot might like time you out for a second, but you can definitely send links, yeah. I really hope next-gen platforms go to a much more platform-neutral design and go less exclusive, because at this point, I'd rather spend $2K on a great PC that will run the next decade worth of games well. Yeah, I think that's the other thing is, like, really Switch. I guess the big thing for me with Switch is, like, they are the only ones with, like, truly exclusive games at this point. Like, Xbox, everything will be on PC. PlayStation, everything eventually will be on PC. Nintendo is the only one that is like stuck to their guns because they kind of like hold this like weird part on the market where they don't have to do that yet. I feel like maybe eventually they'll do that because it's like basically just printing billions of dollars to just put your shit on PC, from what I understand with the like Sony. That's why Sony started putting their shit on PC eventually. I high key think that is the move. Having it come out and then have it drop on other consoles like a year or two, or yeah, I guess you could say other consoles or PC a year or two later. Because it's like, okay, so you're paying for the exclusivity early and then you're going to get it eventually.
Want to see this game. We all know it's real. I really want to see this game.
I hate that Sony's eventually, yeah.
Final Fantasy. It is absolutely... yes, my most anticipated game when it is announced,
Did I say that
because
right?
Final Fantasy IX just has, I will say, a very powerful story, a very powerful message that resonated with me so deeply. And to see that kind of like new technology with maybe new gameplay, we'll see. I don't know, but that's the thing. I have so much curiosity about it, so I can't wait to learn more about it. I thought today would be the day, so that was a bummer. And instead, we get Bravely Default Remastered, which I'll finally try out Bravely Default. But we have that. And then, of course, the big missing one, in my opinion, was Xbox. I was wrong about this. I was right about Oblivion Remake, where I was like, I don't know. Something just feels, as I said in yesterday's video, something feels off about the Switch 2 Direct and Oblivion Remake and a Shadow Drop. It just didn't make sense to me the more I thought about it. So while it sucks and I'm like, man, where is it going to get announced and just drop if it actually is going to be that? I don't know. We'll obviously see more reports as the days go on, and I'll have a separate video diving into it. But I think the real surprise, the one that I was incorrect about, was Xbox. I did think Xbox would be here, especially with the rumors of the ports they're lining up. We heard about Hi-Fi Rush 2 going to Switch. We heard about Halo going to Switch, Gears going to Switch. The only thing that I can think of...
What? I knew that Hi-Fi was good. What? Gears and Halo are going to Switch? I mean, hey, I understand it's like kind of Xbox's play right now. It's just like, yeah, fucking let our games become available. That's crazy, though. That's crazy. If you told, like, 13-year-old me that, I'd be like, what the fuck you talking about, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'd like to move to PC, but there are just too many good exclusives on PlayStation that I want to wait for. That's fair, bro. When they said that they were gonna have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remaster or remake or whatever it was, I think it was remake on the PlayStation 5, I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy it just for that, because I think it was supposed to launch there early. I was like, I'll just straight up buy it for that. But since it's been delayed for so long, are you talking about the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Ami? Yeah, it's still technically alive. It's just been like bouncing between Saber and then another team. I think it was like, you're doing it. No, you're doing it. Because like one of them originally was getting it done and it was Sony. Aspire, yeah. I think Aspire has it now. I think. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's still technically alive. It's just like low-key in development hell, but I think it's still like, I think it's still happening, at least like from what I've heard last, because I was pretty on top of that there for a while. There was a chance that it was going to get canceled, and then it switched to a different company. I'm pretty sure, if I understand the lore correctly. But yeah, dude, that is really probably the only game that would make me actually buy a PlayStation outright, or whatever console it came out on. Like, there's literally, like, I would go into debt to buy that. I'll just keep playing the OG with mods. That's real, dude. I honestly have to do that again soon. I fucking love that game. That's one of my favorites all time. And Nintendo will go, thanks for your original exclusives, and give nothing? Yeah, probably, honestly. But again, it's just like more money for Xbox, you know? It's just more money for Xbox. I think that's their thing right now, is they're just trying to be like, okay, what if we do all of this? What if we make our games available on PlayStation and Switch and integrated with Steam and all of that? Mod to start with a lightsaber right away makes me so happy. Yeah, dude, I honestly gotta tap in on that, dude. Yeah, that was the one thing about that game that I was like, I can't believe I have to play this shit for like 10 to 20 hours. I won my song comp. We are not doing song comp tonight.
Is that Xbox is holding all of this for their own summer showcase. Because one thing Phil did clarify was that, you know, they're not afraid to put other teams' logos, like, say, a PlayStation or a Nintendo, on their own showcases. They just did that for the last
Chris wins song comp.
So maybe they
never.
They don't need to be at the Switch Direct to announce these games, but rather, hey, we're announcing, say, Gears Collection, and they just put a Switch logo there. That way they control the messaging like it's their own game without stepping out onto their platform. I just thought they'd be there at the Switch 2 Direct again, because I think it makes sense with the idea of them really pushing multi-platform publishing and being like, yeah, we're even going to be like here on Switch's stage. Like, we want to be everywhere. I think that message would have communicated a lot to consumers of where Xbox is really going. I don't believe those plans have changed, but again, I'm very surprised to see like no Xbox whatsoever. So no doubt there will be reports and leaks, because it's Xbox, and we'll find out within probably a week or so. But I'll dive deeper into this subject, especially.
It'll be out this week, dude. Yeah, for sure.
Actually, Oblivion remake a little bit later. But otherwise, I thought it was a really fun show. Trying to lock in that pre-order ASAP. It won't be available for a little bit of time now. I think it's April 9th based on what I was seeing online. So yeah, there's just a lot going on with the Switch 2 at this moment. And I'm very excited to learn more about the games that are on the way. But I'm curious to hear from you. How would you say this sizes up compared to Switch 1's reveal? Because I think it was definitely better. The main thing that was missing, though, was like, I remember that feeling of seeing Octopath Traveler for the first time, and I was like, man, that was like the game I was thinking about the moment I got my Switch. That's all I was there for. I don't know, outside of maybe Donkey Kong, if I'm really feeling that for Switch 2. So we'll see, but I do have to say that...
Yeah, dude, a bunch of these trailers I've seen, they all look like really interesting, cool games. So, honestly, W. Whatever makes people excited about gaming makes me happy, dude. Whatever gets people fired up, I'm with. Whatever console it is, whatever game it is, whatever. Just know my game design teacher is going to ask the students in class if we watch the Nintendo Direct.
Novelty of playing like a Cyberpunk or Final Fantasy VII Remake on the Switch is there for me, so I am still excited about third-party support. Otherwise, let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you all.
Dude, it's crazy that they were able to squish The Witcher 3 into the original Switch, bro. That's insane, bro. That still blows my fucking mind. Are they ever going to put fucking Red Dead 2 on one of these bitches? See, that might sell me on the Switch too. I might be like, all right, dude, I guess I'll have to go in debt for this or cough up some money somewhere else or fucking sell some other piece of gear. Let me fucking tap in, dude. But yo, W video from Mr. Matty. I really appreciate Mr. Matty summing up these. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Summing up these topics so well and so concisely that is easy for my tiny brain to understand. Prices go up, my internet goes down. Damn. 80, 90, I'm still not on board with 70. Time to revisit some of the games from my library. See, and this is where I should have got up on my soapbox about this earlier, dude, when we were talking about this, but this is where my full faith in like actually the like gaming industry as a whole and like gaming for myself is right now. It's in AA and indie devs, dude. I am 100% bought in on that shit. Like, that is my go-to now. Like, I truly believe that that's where like the innovation of the industry is going to be, and where I'm going to like really lock in at. And I've kind of been locking in recently. I mean, you know, there's some older games and stuff, and I'm sure, you know, I'm going to play some AAA games a good amount, but like, you know, I mean, look at fucking Schedule 1, dude. That game's going crazy. Look at that shit, man. Think of like Helldivers and stuff like that. GTA 6 gonna be 100? Yeah, dude. I can't believe that shit. I also think Nintendo should have just like held back there and be like, all right, we'll eat it a little bit longer at $60 or $70 or whatever, and then let Rockstar take the brunt of the like, are you fucking serious? $100? I mean, I get, if there's anybody that's gonna be like, we made you know, whatever 4A game, like this is more than a AAA game type of thing. It's probably Rockstar, you know, with GTA 6. Like, I get that to a certain point. It fucking blows, okay, that it costs that much money, or it's gonna cost that much money. But yeah, dude. I mean, if there's anything, because like I know I've been saying like it would be pretty funny if Rockstar completely fumbles here, or like completely fucks up this game and doesn't reach expectations. But they are the one game studio that has been able to reach expectations every single time. Like when Red Dead 2 came out, I was like, there's no way this game's going to be amazing. There's no way it's going to like exceed expectations. It did. It really did. I think a lot of people kind of felt that way with GTA 5. It did. That game, you know, that game is literally like completely changed pretty much the industry, completely changed everything. Now, I do have their gripes with, you know, no single player DLC and the way that they just, you know, basically threw away Red Dead Online when that could have been an amazing experience. But if there's anybody that is going to be able to reach it, I think it's them. And it'll be interesting to see. I probably won't get to play it though, because it's only going to be on console, but you know, whatever. I'm okay waiting however long to be able to play it on stream. But you know, to be honest with you all, I'm not like a Rockstar fanboy at the end of the day. Like, I fucking love Red Dead, and GTA is cool. Like, I always thought GTA is cool, but it was never a game that I like fully connected with and was like, this is my favorite game. Red Dead though, both Red Deads, I was like, this is my favorite game. All I want to do is play this game. Like, both times that I experienced the games for the first time, I was like, all I want to do is play this fucking game. This game's fucking amazing. I love this game so much. I skipped school the day that GTA 5 came out. Yeah, dude, I think another thing, or another reason why I don't connect to GTA like that is because I wasn't allowed to get GTA until I was like 16 or 17. You know, I wouldn't mind paying $100 for GTA 6 if they don't charge microtransactions, but online gonna be filled with them. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, if GTA 6 is just a massive letdown to be $100, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Yeah, I'm hoping it's like politics, dude. I'm hoping that it's amazing, and I will definitely tap in on GTA 6. But also, I'm probably gonna at least laugh a little bit if it's a complete flop.